Hey everyone, back again, and this is the last video that I used the Factory 42 collection from Kaisercraft that was in my stash. And I'm just going to scrap this photo of my youngest son Oliver and his dad having a little snuggle when he was 2 weeks old at my parents' house for Easter. And it's just so cute. And it go like the colour of the couch behind my husband is just the perfect colour for this collection, so that is where that inspiration came from. So just going to rip down this side piece here, this rusty colour, and I'm just going to do it that way. I decided to have the photo more to the right looking left because that's the direction of their bodies, even though they're both having a little bit of a sleep and rest. They're not looking at anywhere as such, but their body is angled in that direction. So just having a play with some paper layers and just working out exactly what I want in the background just to highlight those photos. There's one photo, Lauren. Get with it. And I was considering using that crepe paper that we got in the collection, but I'm pretty sure I stay clear of it. Just adding on some tape, obviously, and just going to back straight black border all the way around. Then what do? Tip it over so I don't have to use that cut piece. And I'm going to make a border to one side, obviously. So this is an easy way to make some layers on your photo. A full mat, a side mat, and then even if you want, adding in one more mat behind it, and then that's all you have to really do. So I'm just going to rip that up there. Add, it's always nice to flip over your paper and see if it works with your layout, because obviously when the papers are a collection, the front and the back coordinate, and it's nice to just have fun with that. Now I was considering using these bricks, and in fact I sure do. So I'm just going to rip them. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Just tied it up so I don't have any of that grey. Now, you could have just had a full piece of brick paper and rip it like that yourself, but I would not have probably thought of that without it being already in that kind of a shape. So just making it work, and I'm going to commit to it. And there we go. I was going to say cutting, it's not. Sticking it down. And look at me, look at the layout. It's full view of the video. Most of the time lately I've not been very good at keeping it all in. So I'm very proud that I fixed it up before and made sure that it was all in the view. I just see, there you go. I try and see if I use that crepe paper, ripping up those edges, making it more texture, just making sure that it's all stuck down. I think I had a bit of a bubble, but that's okay. Well, if you're looking that close at my layouts, then you are too close. So I'm going to keep that ripped piece. As you can see, I was thinking about putting it down the bottom there. I think it looks like I'm going to add one more layer. Now, the thing with when I make the layers behind my photo, I just let it go with what, I don't really plan it out as such. I don't do them the same every time. Just depends on the photo. It depends on what else is going on in the background. It depends on the pattern paper that I'm working with. You just have to go with it and just trust the process and have fun. It's a bit like mixed media. Like gluing down, committing to it now, so I'm not going to be adding much more layers to the back of that photo. Obviously I can tuck in little tags and whatnot in my layers as I normally do. What am I doing? Oh, distressing. I love this little distress tool. It's so cool. So ripping, shredding the sides, go for it. Go, go, go. Even the photo there. So mostly that first matte layer, but it also gets a bit of the photo. I don't know if you've seen, but sometimes on there's a few layouts that I've done where I've actually just full on scrunched the photo to add some wrinkles and some distress look to the photo. Or you can do it to the pattern paper and scrunch it up and then unscrunch it. Not flatten it entirely, but if you flatten it entirely, it still has wrinkles, but flatten it a bit so that it is a lovely little grungy layer to the photo. So I'm going to add this little banner strip. No, I'm not. So added fun foam behind there, some lovely pink fun foam. Totally goes with the layer, the layout. Why do I always say layer for layout? I'm pretty sure I don't swap the words around the other way. So this is really cool, bold but fun. So I'm going to rip up some of this cardstock and I'm going to make like a peephole. And look, the bricks are going to show through. I just wanted to make it more of a point. So it would have been easier if I had a wider piece of brick paper behind to, you know, be a bit free with my ripping. But because I just had a strip, I had to be pretty careful. So just pushing up the edges, ripping it exactly the way I want it. Apparently it takes forever to do so. And I'm just going to stick down that brick paper behind. Isn't that cool? A little pop of, you know, embellishment to the side there to get your eyes. So I'm going to put some rust paper there apparently and some brick to the side. Now I can rip it bigger. Whoop whoop. So see how that paper was bigger? Sorry, oh, the notifications. That means that I could rip it bigger. And it's nice to have that little, scrunching pattern paper, just like I was talking about. So see how it's all wrinkled and, it's so nice. That's so cool. I've done these layouts a couple of months ago, which is why it was a bit of a surprise when I did it, even though, and I edited like a couple of weeks ago and just haven't done the voiceover. So yay, so that's nice. So hopefully that inspires someone to do that, because that is totally fun. It is like, yeah, ripping up your page is something like really satisfying. Ripping paper is satisfying in general, but doing it on like randomly but also on purpose is nice. So don't want to waste it, so I'm thinking about where I can put that piece. Pretty sure it doesn't go on though. It didn't cut straight, so of course I have to cut it again. And yeah, I'm going to work on a title and some embellishments now that we've got the background design and the photo happening. Adding in a craft tag. Just going to ink up the edges so it stands out a bit more. That's pretty brave, turning an upside down tag with some ink on it, on my layer, on my layout. Blah. I need to find another word. Right, in that goes, so that's nice, another little layer behind the photo. And what else are we going to have a play with? Looking at the sticker sheet, lots of words, lots and lots of words. Lots of embellishments as always sitting here in my really useful box, because this kit came from Kitaholics last year and I just kept it in as a stash and kept it together in my stash, and I pulled it out to use it up. So just trying to work out what my title would be, obviously, if I'm looking at the alphas for that long. We're going to work it out. So lovely little ephemera, exclusive ephemera, ripping and scrunching it up. So back then it used to come as cut aparts and we used to cut our own, but now Steph has it all cut out ready for us to go. Little embellishment packs of ephemera, so it's so nice to just get every month and to put it straight in the really useful box and be able to use it as we go. So I'm just trying to scrunch it up as I put it down so that it's not a flat, just making it look a bit more grungy and fit in with the background. Ooh, play with it a lot apparently. Sometimes it's so quick and you just put it down. Other times you've got to have a bit of a fiddle and a bit of a play with it to make it work. So I couldn't see the word, so I wrote over it and then I hate it. So off it comes. Push off some of the glue that it kept on there, but that's okay. Most likely you're going to cover it up anyway, and if not, then like I say, you're looking too close if you can see things like that. Some cogs, as I said before, there was a lot in this collection. It was very engine-y and masculine, I guess, and just not my norm. I love bright. So a bit of a, stuck with what to do. So I'm going to work out if maybe the title can go here. It's going to be Sleepyheads. And these sleepies is what I thought maybe. These alphas are from Doodlebug. So these alphas are really nice because they come with capitals and then also lowercase, but come with lots, and then there's punctuation and stuff. So it's really nice to be able to mix and match and spell things, I guess, the way you want them, rather than having them, limited because you don't have much in the alpha pack, or that you don't have the capitals and the lowercase. I'm just moving the title up so that it can nestle next to the photo. Looks like I have a bit of a play with everything and before I settle on where to put this Sleepyheads, but that then means that those two, like the photo embellishment and the bottom embellishment there with the rip paper, is connected together with the title rather than it being two separate things. If it was to be two separate things, I think I need the photo layer or embellishment up higher so that they were separated further, but they're too close together to be their own thing. So fiddling with alphas because why not? Just having a look to see if I wanted a bit of a jaunty way, but a lot of the time with words I need them to be straight. Sometimes I really can't even handle if they're on the vertical sideways, because that's just not, I think it must have been drilled into me at school that writing is left to right and straight, and must have had one of those, yes, a lot of handwriting topics and rules that have stuck with me and I just can't get over. So another layer behind the photo, because why not? Just adds a little something, brings in those cogs then that I just added, that wooden cog to the right there, left of the Sleepyhead title. So now I can fit in that brick paper. Oh no, I really liked it there. It should have stayed there. So you can't have one embellishment by itself. It needs to have another embellishment. So on goes two cogs. One is a wood veneer and one is a die cut. And on goes this little moustache 1-inch circle, because, it totally has everything to do with it. Not. But that's okay. It's the right colour and it is about boys. It's not about me. It's not a selfie about me. Adding in some more wood veneer cogs, and this is where I decide to see if I want to colour it. So I got out the, what is that? Spray mist. And I'm pretty sure it's the colour tea dye, because I remember having to look for something, look for something not long ago in a browny, rusty kind of a colour. So that makes them all tie in well without it looking like super like wood veneer, which it didn't look bad, but it just sort of was adding another tone that I just didn't want to go on at the moment. So on it goes. So we've got two embellishment clusters, and I think that's pretty much what I stick with. The one to the right of my photo and the one to the left of the title. We use this little piece to, was thinking about to underline the heading, but I think that's where my journaling is going to go. So get out my Sharpie, even though I really don't like my handwriting, but we've got to do what we've got to do. Now, did I write 1 week on there? Pretty sure he's 2 weeks. I can't see that close enough. Because I don't normally write ones like that, but maybe I did because I was trying so hard with my writing. You know what it's like when you're writing on a layout, you really try your hardest. So some Tim Holtz words. I'm pretty sure that we got these in the kit, a whole packet of tiny words. That's just like phenomenal. On it goes. Rub out the pencil lines. I don't think I add much more to it. Well, apparently I do. So here's some sequins. Adding in some sequins and some bling. Those sequins were so cool. They're like a a rusty bronze colour as well as some black and some silver ones. Like, how on earth did Steph find the perfect colours? But I don't know how, but she did, and I just very thankful because obviously it goes so well. And look, you didn't even know it was missing something above there, but it did. Once I put down that arrow, I was like, of course, why didn't I put something there earlier? Some black clear sticker hearts. We definitely need them. One there. So it's nice to have little sprinkle embellishments. So got those sequins in the hearts and just adding to those clusters. Here's some bling, some like goldy, bronzy bling as well. So as per usual, the good thing about Kitaholic kits is that you get everything matches so well. So if you're looking at going, oh, I need some bling right now, then you can just literally pull it straight out of the kit and use it. You don't have to go, oh, I wish I had that in, and then go look for it in your stash. You already have it. It's in your kit. So just using the edge to ink it up with that tie-dye, just to add, and a bit of sprinkles, just to add a bit of interest. It sort of just borders the side of that where that white cardstock is, otherwise it was looking too stark as an edge, and I didn't want to do a doodly border because that's not what it needed. Just using the edge of paper towel to dry up some bigger splodges, and it's a day. So hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.